All right, so back to the Canucks.
Yeah.
Andrei Kuzmenko got scratched the last 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about it.
I'm not too concerned about it either, but also,
It didn't work.
it didn't work, and also like what was it? It was the San Jose game. You have the goalie pulled. Sam Lafferty's your extra man.
Yeah.
Listen, like
There's other guys on that team that should be out there.
I get it. Like I get it. Like you're trying to instill like, hey, this is the way we want to play. But sometimes I'm like, listen, Andrei Kuzmenko had a crazy shooting percentage last year. He also is not a volume shooter. He's very much like he picks his spots and he picks his moments. I feel like, yeah, man, not everyone has to be fucking Yuri Lettinen. And has to be this two-way winger who's winning the Selke Trophy, man. I don't know. As long as like you're not literally controller disconnected mode when on the back check, man. If someone's a 30-goal scorer, let him be a 30-goal scorer. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing in hockey. When we've talked about it with Patrick Laine, if you aren't scoring goals, you need to be doing something that makes you a positive contributor out there. I'm not saying that Kuzmenko is a floater. Like, he is a KHL player by heart. They are taking a KHL player. They're taking an indie wrestler and trying to mold them into a WWE wrestler.
I hear you. So my problem is you had the year in where he scored 39 goals for you, and then you give him the contract.
Yeah.
So if he's the guy that you saw that Bruce also benched, if he's the guy that you saw that said, we don't know if he plays the right way, why give him the 2 year at 5.5? Why not move him at the deadline last year?
And you knew that with Gabby, the easiest coach in the world,
you absolutely knew this. So this is my problem: is that when we talk about identity, like you want to find your winger for Elias Pettersson or JT Miller or whomever. You go and your mission should be to go and find that player and say, okay, that's the guy for our core. That's the guy that we envision that play. That's the Chris Kunitz. That's the Brian Rust guy. That's the whatever guy that is the wingman for our prize star player. Now you're still like, well, we're still working on Andre. Now, I don't know. I think this is part of the identity problem sometimes with this team is that it's like what. If you're sitting down and you can think, okay, we don't know if 110% we're sure that's our guy. We don't know if he plays every shift like it's his last and he's competing on the back check, and that's the way we want to play.
They knew that, and he wasn't doing it.
If you had any doubt in your mind that wasn't your guy, then you need to be okay. We still need to keep on looking.
Yeah.
And you gave him a 2-year deal at 5.5.
It's a neat deal. It's a neat and tidy deal. It's not an offensive money.
But I'm like, if Andrei Kuzmenko is not fully like the Tocchet guy that you want to hitch your wagon to be, Elias Pettersson's line mate for the next 5-10 years, whatever. Hopefully they get him signed to a longer term deal. Then we're just going to be answering we're going to be asking the same questions years down the line here. In, let's say, 2 years, when Andrei Kuzmenko's contract's over, and he walks the UFA as a 29-year-old, and gets paid.
Yeah,
it's like just find the guy. Try and keep finding the guy, so we can stop having conversations about how one of our top 6 forwards had to be healthy scratched because he's not playing hard enough. That's it. I
like to think that. I didn't notice him playing poorly. I didn't notice a floating effort.
I didn't see anything incredibly egregious.
What I have seen against, mainly from the Colorado game, is just that top line is getting checked and defended and shut down at an impressive rate. They are throwing everything against there, and it's they are facing some big tests defensively to get out through that and produce and especially 5-on-5, so they are facing those challenges. I'm kind of hoping, and I get the sense because Kuzmenko Monday morning at practice, that's right, they actually had 2 days off, so that's amazing. He's wearing a top 6 jersey, so that's all well and good. I kind of get the sense based on Tocchet's comments today that they reviewed some video, went over some things, kind of had a bit of a reset. Like, you're also, if you are an offensive if you're there to score goals and only score goals and you ain't scoring goals, like you are going to stress about that. You're gonna be gripping the stick harder. You're gonna be overthinking all you do, and that confidence wanes. And when a shooter's confidence wanes and isn't there, it shows up on the score sheet with a giant donut. So I kind of like take him out of it. You have this spot where you in the schedule and in the standings. Let him work on it now. Figure it out early. Don't keep running him into the stress.
I also think, didn't he also get domed in the face with a puck and then came back and played? Like 2 days later, he's like playing in a game.
Yeah.
This is not this is not Alexei Yashin. This is not